Few years ago, I finally discovered what actually is the key secret that helps people who come from relatively poor household to get rich. And it's not about living on edge, like waking up at 5 a.m. to get ahead of the competition or chase the success as much as you want to breathe. It's rather forming the mindset that helps you to change the picture of life and become more tactical rather than executional. And it also influences our physical, emotional and mental well-being. So that's why in this video I want to share with you the 6 money lessons that help me to transform my finances and also influences my life. So now I can work smart, not hard. And let's dive deep straight into the first money lesson: lent money, lost money. And I know it might seem like a brutal truth, but actually if you ever lend any money, especially to your friends or relatives, be sure that this would create a conflict around those money, because if you are not okay about letting those money go forever, then I would suggest you not to lend those money to whoever comes to you with this question. You definitely, at least once in a lifetime, would be facing this situation. And believe me, I've seen so many different situations, especially when I was a student, when people got into conflicts and actually became like an enemies to each other just because of supporting each other on difficult financial situation, and at some point someone took an advantage of the other person. So whenever anyone asks me to borrow some money, I always evaluate if I'm okay about losing this amount of money or not, and if I lend money, I don't wait this money to come back, and if they come, it's great. It becomes a surprise for me rather than the expectations. The second money lessons that I wish I knew earlier: financial comparability actually matters. And I know that, again, it might be too materialistic to look at your friends or potential partners from the financial comparability perspective, but believe me, if you have your friends and your partners on the approximately same financial level, and you have the approximately same mindset about money, how to spend them, how to invest them, how to convert the money into some experience, then it would be 100% easy for you to go on any vacation, to have any kind of activities in your life, and then overall to not have the money conflicts as an ongoing issue. Because if you are financially comparable with your friends, going to some cinema or cafe or restaurant will be such an easy move without constant trade-off and finding the compromises, where to go, what to order and how to spend the time. And if you don't take this money lesson seriously, be prepared for some potential money conflicts that may occur later on your partnership. Third money lessons that actually creates this mindset of abundance is the multiple income stream is the goal, because we are all striving to have at least one job that gives us constant income stream, but we can never 100% rely on that income purely. But those who have a strategical mindset towards their financial situation, they are always one step ahead and thinking about multiple income streams to secure themselves regardless of anything happens in their life. And in this case, we always talk about the passive income streams. For me personally, I have my YouTube blog that eventually brings me some money, but also I have the third income stream is my investment. And I know that in any financial difficulties, I can always sell this money and I have some additional profit on the stocks I invested earlier and keep in my investment portfolio. I know that not everyone has the same variety of different activities, but you can always think about monetizing any of your interests, of your hobby, of your additional expertise, like teaching someone mathematics or teaching someone playing piano might be the way to also transform your expertise into some value and keep yourself stress-free, because you have multiple streams that's accumulated on your banking account every single month. One more money lesson that I wish everyone who is young professionals would learn as soon as possible, that says that you need to learn how to leverage your time and expertise. I know that at the beginning of our career path we kind of often underpaid just because we don't know how to sell our skills. We actually don't have much expertise and don't have much experience that we can actually present to our potential employer. But the longer you stay on the same position, the more expertise and confidence you gained as the professional. You need to actually understand when you need to capitalize your knowledge that you gained throughout the recent experience. Because at the beginning of your career, time is your main asset, but later on your expertise becomes your main asset, and you better learn how to make a right impression to your hiring manager and negotiate the deal to get the best out of that, and never stay in the same company if you don't feel like you are progressing financially or professionally. Better think about the next chapters in your life, because it definitely will lead you to better financial situation in future. Fifth money lesson that I personally can understand so much, that's learning how to spend money is the part of the game, because I personally come from relatively poor household and I built my money mindset step by step, and I remember vividly the moments when I was teaching myself how to spend money on the quality items. That's why learning how to have the decent level of life without spending a fortune on that, it's also the part of the game. Learn about materials, learn about the fast fashion and slow fashion, learn about some principles of sustainability to make a right choice when you are prioritizing to purchase cheap stuff or more expensive stuff. Don't be afraid to spend money for the experience or the level of comfort that you receive on the return, because if that makes you more productive, makes you more enjoying your life, you would definitely move on with the greater energy in yourself, and that would boost the level of confidence you have. I don't mean like spending the whole budget just on the luxury stuff, but learning how you can fairly spend the deserved money. It's the part of the game, and you rather learn how to play this game right without being broke. And the last but definitely not the least money lesson that I would like to share with you, you need to start tracking your money flows as soon as possible, because knowing how your personal budget is going is the key for your future success. Even if you have right now few euro or few hundred euro per month, you can already build the habit of having the good understanding where your money goes and how you can optimize some of the expenses in order to achieve certain financial goals. I know that this might sound boring, but it's actually one of the examples that John Rockefeller, who was millionaire or billionaire, taught his kids to keep track of all the pennies that they had, even though they were raised in the wealthy household. But the money lesson that is essential for everyone who wants to keep the good and healthy relationship with money is having the transparent view on all the money flows, because by seeing where your money goes, you can manage them in their conscious way, rather than just having the toxic relationship and avoiding all the numbers from your banking account because you are simply afraid. If you are afraid about tracking your money and you don't know where to start, I can suggest you to follow me on this channel, because later on I would share with you how I track my money management system from one month to another. That meanwhile helps me to achieve my long-term financial goals. And if you like those money lessons that I just shared with you and want to adopt this mindset, I suggest you to stay consistent with that and observe how this mindset shift actually leads you to greater results in your life and more sustainable emotional and physical and mental well-being. Let's see each other on my next episodes that are already available on my channel, and let's see each other soon. Take care and see you. Bye bye.